Good evening, Riversiders, Californians, American citizens of the United States. Happy Hanukkah. It's December 6th, so let's get that out of the way. I guess the holiday season has started. And what better way to start off than President Obama has a speech that apparently just aired a little while ago. I haven't gotten to see it yet because I was at work. You know, doing that thing where you got to work two jobs to make ends meet because Obamacare has made it where neither job will give you full-time hours anymore. So yeah, me getting to watch primetime TV doesn't happen because I'm always working during those hours. Thank you, Barack. I really appreciate the favor. But that's good news, is I don't watch any of that primetime TV crap, so I don't waste my brain getting brainwashed by the latest Kardashian or the latest NFL trades. You know, if something comes up and I pay attention to it, it's because it's actually related to, you know, maybe people dying or saving people's lives, you know, sort of important things. So bear with me here. I promised I would make a little commentary for today. I'm going to have an opportunity later, I'm sure, to see Barack Obama's speech, you know, about how we got to add more regulations onto American citizens because of what terrorists did. So the terrorists ultimately win. You know, when you get policy as a result of a terror attack, that's terrorism 101. That's the terrorists doing their job. And Barack is either stupid enough to play into their hands, or given that it's come out from his own Air Force that, you know, we weren't allowed to take out ISIS targets with our bombing raids, that they wanted to insulate ISIS and allow it to grow. A lot of this is essentially impeachable offenses. The question is, will Congress be brave enough to start the impeachment process before the next elections? Will the Sergeant-at-Arms of Congress, will he arrest Barack Obama for his crimes against the American citizens? Now, I know you're all going to say, but he only wants sensible gun reforms. That's the thing. It's semantics. They're saying sensible. Every time they make a encroachment onto your rights, it's sensible. Notice they haven't taken any laws off the books, you know, to give balance the other direction. Nope, it's always a little bit more of what you had. Eventually, you're going to have nothing. You know, just think on that for a moment. Eventually, you're going to be like the folks in France, completely defenseless. And whether you work for Charlie Hebdo, the Bataclan concert hall, or whether you work here in the United States for McDonald's, or you know, a pizza place or a shopping center, or wherever you work, no, you won't be able to stop bad guys. You won't be able to pretend to have even the opportunity to protect yourself. No, it's eventually our culture will not know how to defend itself. You know, I imagine if they eventually get tired of weapons, eventually they'll take away martial arts schools. Why not, right? Hell, heck, the only people who will be allowed to fight will be the guys in UFC or in other forms of mixed martial arts, sports entertainment. And that's usually how it is, too. It's odd enough. I have followed the MMA scene, you know, as a fan, and I have followed sports entertainment as a person in it, as well as a lot of you know, and as well as a fan. And it's always funny how people quickly want to shut down those shows unless some palms are greased. Politics are everywhere. And sadly, San Bernardino, it's going to be the epicenter of some of those politics, even though the citizens of San Bernardino don't want that. And mind you, the everyday gangbanger violence from unregistered weapons or weapons with their serial numbers filed off, that sort of things, Barack Obama wasn't there for that. He wasn't talking about that. He might reference it. I haven't seen the speech, like I said, but I can already kind of see where all this stuff's going. Those of you who still value what rights you had, you guys got to call your congressman too. I'll probably, again, call Mark Takano tomorrow. And I'll be, you know, I'm going to call Feinstein and Boxer. I know they're in bed with Obama, figuratively. But our disdain has to be made known to these people, and to be honest, targeting Boxer would probably be better for getting opinion to change. She seems, in my experience, watching her voting record, or at least her rhetoric she pushes, she's not as anti-Second Amendment as Dianne Feinstein is. Dianne Feinstein, heck, can't even stay awake in Congress anymore, but they still allow her to keep her chair. So, you know, that's on you, California. That's on all of you repeatedly voting in the same people because, oh, wow, they go to a gay pride parade, or, oh, wow, you know, they support lesbians adopting kids, or, oh, wow, you can have an abortion. Hey, you know, I got no problem with that either. But when you start taking away other people's rights, you know, you're no longer a liberal. You're basically picking and choosing your battles, picking who can do what. Yeah, sorry for a little bit of a rant there, but, you know, you got to get that out there. You know, it seems that, I was listening to the Alex Jones radio show. Uh-oh, Alex Jones, right? Anyway, I listen to that regularly, and I also have about 30 other different news feeds that I use my Facebook to aggregate all that news together. And a lot of you who are linked to my Facebook probably suffer through me reposting the stuff that I find interesting. Kind of like a wannabe drudge, I guess. The stuff I try to repost is usually stuff relating to, you know, important things, not cat pictures, but, although I like cat pictures, let's be honest, they're fun. But, you know, my timeline on Facebook, 9 times out of 10, it's stuff that you don't want to talk about it, but then you're going to cry if you lose your rights. Or at the flip side, terror attack happens, you're not ready, you're not prepared for it, and guess what? You're still crying. Well, you know, the jarhead in me's got low tolerance for babies. You know, as I opened up with earlier, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm still not making 40 hours a week. And you know what? I'm not crying about it. It is what it is. It's a situation, and that situation's resulted because businesses don't want to put any more hours on their payroll because they don't want to have to pay into Barack Obama's little medical plans. And there's several different tangents we can spin off of that, but I'll be honest, one of my assistant managers who used to work in my store, her health care shot up $150 when Obamacare was implemented. She could no longer afford her plan. She could no longer keep her doctor. And given that she's going into her older years, she was in her late 40s or early 50s, you know, she kind of would have liked to have kept her doctor, kept her health care. Plus, she's a single mom, was raising kids. Sorry for the yawn, but, you know, I've reiterated these points so much, and then people are like, oh, well, my grandma got, you know, saved from cancer because of Obamacare. Maybe. But how many other people are going to go undiagnosed? You know, I guarantee you the way the insurance industry has their meat hooks into everything, they're not going to, you know, go along with Obamacare kindly. And to be honest, this was a insurance industry and pharmacy industry hookup. And meanwhile, you guys are all worried about terrorists. You know, that's fine. Terrorists kill you quick. Not being able to get proper health care, being overprescribed medicine, a lot of the things related to Obamacare, they'll kill you slow. And we got some grim times ahead of us. A lot of insiders on different outlets, they're predicting a lot of bad things. I don't predict bad things. I think, you know, we're the American people, we're pretty bright, we're pretty good. It's not that we're exceptional, it's that there's a few of us, though, who are willing to go the extra mile. Problem is, there's people like that all over the world, and America's been caught doing a lot of bad stuff. Arming ISIS being at the top of the list. So those people who go the extra mile, they're going to go that extra mile for their representative countries, Russia. And, you know, sure enough, the knuckleheads who've been helping ISIS, Turkey, sorry, you know, thinking about Thanksgiving, right? Anyway, those particular nations, they look like they're going to have a little clash, and we're going to get drawn in if that happens. And Russia has EMP weapons. I don't believe we do. So if the United States is hit with an EMP pulse, who knows? No one may ever watch these videos, or we may never see each other on cell phones again. Then again, would that be so bad? Maybe you guys would actually get off your asses and, go demand your politicians do something at that point. So, I'm going to do my little stuff this week. We'll see how that plays out. Probably won't post a video tomorrow because I got to run around and deal with my hours issues with my job. And that's going to take up the whole day, just getting everyone squared away. But the flip side of that is Tuesday is going to be a pretty easy day for me. So Tuesday I'll probably give another update. And yes, again, I am filming from my restroom because sometimes when you get home from work, you don't have a lot of time to get stuff done before you go to bed at night. And with all the crap and BS that Obama's been putting out, my restroom has seemed like an appropriate spot for the last couple days. But who knows? I again referenced Hanukkah at the start of this. It is the holiday season. I do want to close with this. Celebrate the holidays because that's your right. Show ISIS what's up. Show them that they're not going to beat us. Happy holidays, folks. More to come. Have a good one.